All right, in this video here, we're going to be identifying solutions to an equation using a table. This is basically a part 2 video. Part 1, I'm going to have the link up here if you need to go back and watch that. So recall, a solution to an equation is the value for the variable that makes the equation true. So there's our equation. When we are looking for the solution, we want to make sure it makes the equation true. So let's get into it. Here we go. So here's our equation. 15 equals 4x plus 3. We're going to be filling out this table here. So we have our possible x's here, and then this is going to be our expression here, the 4x plus 3. And we're looking to make a true statement. So we're going to take this value of -1 for the x and put it in for x. There we go. And that's going to be a -1, so 4 times -1 makes -4, and then plus 3 makes a -1. Next up, we're going to use a 1 here. We're going to replace the x with a 1, so now we have 4 times 1 makes +4, plus 3 makes 7. Next up, we're going to use 3 for the x. We're just going to replace the x there with a 3, so now we have order of operation, 4 times 3 makes 12. Plus 3 makes 15, and then 4 goes in for x. Instead of the 3, there's a 4. 4 times 4, 16. Using order of operations, 16 plus 3 is 19. So now we're going to go back, and because we're now at the spot now to where we're ready to find what x equals, and so we're basically going to go back through and remember what our target number was. Our target number was 15. We want it to equal 15. So these ones here, not 15, not 15. That's a 15, not 15 there. So remember, we're looking for 15 to find our solution. Our solution is the x. So that's going to be the 3 here is our solution. So a common mistake is you find 15, oh, 15 is the answer. No. We need to look here at our x because we're looking for the value for x that makes this true statement here. All right, so here's an example that you can try out. So remember, we have our possible x's here, and then we have our expression is going to be right here. Now, normally when we do these tables on pencil and paper, we do what's called a T-chart. So it should look like that on the paper. You don't need all the boxes on your piece of paper, just the numbers, the x, and the -3x minus 4. So go ahead and pause the video, give this a whirl, and then come back, and we'll find the solution there. All right, so for the first blank right here, we're going to put 0 in for the x there or there. It goes right there. So now we have order of operations, -3 times 0 makes 0, minus 4 makes a -4. Next up, we're going to replace the x with a 1. For this one here goes in for x right there. So -3 times 1 makes -3, minus 4 makes -7. Now for the 2, 2 is the x, so it's going to replace the x there. So the 2 goes in there. -3 times 2 is -6, minus 4 makes -10. And for the last one, we're going to put 3 in for x there, makes -9 minus 4. When we multiply -3 times +3 makes -9 minus 4 makes 13. Now we're ready to figure out what x is. So we're just going to go down the line here. And remember, our target number was a -10. So we look for the -10 there. There it is right there. So this makes the true statement, which means that 2 is the x, because remember, we're trying to find the x that makes the true statement. So that's going to be a 2 there. So remember, solution to an equation is the value for the variable that makes the equation true. We can use tables to find that, or we can just plug in numbers as well, or evaluate or replace numbers. There'll be a link to that video down here.